We got another flat earther with a prove to me monetary challenge. Let's have a look.
I got $15,000 right here. Anybody that wants to prove to me that the earth is not flat and it's actually round, I will hand you this money in person in front of the whole world to see. We'll even live stream it, okay? Because right now, there's the sun and there's the moon. How are they both in the sky at the same time? Oh, you don't believe me? Hold on. All right, look right here. Look. Somebody explain. Look, boom. There's the moon. There's the sun.
Now, Clark does seem a little confused about how the sun and moon can be visible at the same time in the sky. Now, this is something typically figured out when people are in, I don't know, early elementary school. It's really not that difficult. It's been known for millennia that the moon isn't just visible at night. But for some reason, flat earthers seem shocked when they discover that the moon is visible during the day. It's not shocking at all. Anyway, I've got right here Earth here, a model, right? So we've got, here's North America. I don't know where he lives, but so he saw the sun and the moon at the same time. So they were not even that far from each other in the sky. So imagine you're here and the I don't know why it's so hard for him. Let's imagine the sun is here and let's imagine the moon is there. Not difficult at all. They were just a few degrees apart. In fact, you can have the sun and moon be basically on opposite sides of each other. Here, you got one direction, sun setting, and over here, moon rising. Really not that difficult at all. I don't know why flat earthers tend to think that it's a problem. It is not. The position of the sun and moon in three-dimensional space within the solar system has been well understood for quite a long time and mapped out and predicted with incredible precision thousands of years into the future. So not a problem at all. Glad I could help Clark.
There's no arguing it whatsoever, dude, but I will hand deliver this paper right here. No joke. I will bring it to you if you can prove to me that we're on a ball spinning, going crazy all through the galaxies and the universes and all that stuff. Okay? So while y'all are thinking about it, just take a look. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Take a look while y'all are thinking about it now. I want y'all to really, really think hard, okay? All right. We'll be waiting.
Notice how he said, prove to me. These are weasel words that he is using to get out of the definite possibility that he knows that somebody will bring forward exactly the thing he says that he's wanting, but he's going to need to reject it. That's what he's doing. That's why he's doing it. So flat earthers have a long and rich history of fake challenges. And, prove to me is just one more in the long line of confirmations of the second law of Flurf, which is that all Flurf challenges are fake. So what would he accept? He doesn't say what he would accept. Now, when I have done challenges, I have done a few things to be very specific. I wrote down the rules so I couldn't change them later, couldn't move the goalposts. I had clear, objectively measurable criteria, something so that somebody else could say, well, this is what will be accepted. I put the money in escrow so that if somebody else was holding it, so that if for example, I'm like, oh no, I didn't like the result of that and it proved me wrong. Well, somebody else was already holding it and the money would then be transferred without the issuer of the challenge being able to stop it. And then finally, I defined a way for an independent panel of judges to decide who got the actual, who won. And this guy did none of those things. So it's a fake challenge 100%. But I will, just to embarrass flat earthers again, I will, I'll answer the challenge. And so the burden of evidence for the shape of the earth has been provided. On my website, mctoon.net/burden, I go over multiple pieces of the burden of evidence for the earth being a globe. And so number one is that the radius of the earth has been measured. I have on my website a listing of about 15 different measurements of the radius of the earth. I'll let you peruse them at your leisure and jump forward to the visual ones, which typically flat earthers are looking for because they don't understand the geometry necessary for how you would measure the radius of the Earth or the curvature of the surface of the Earth. So has the Earth been visually confirmed to be spherical? Well, of course, here are a couple photos of the curve. Now, it's very important when you're looking for photos of the curve that you use a rectilinear lens, and all of these are using a rectilinear lens. There is no distortion due to the lens. Specifically, this video here of the curve of the surface of the Earth from 46,000 feet from within a cockpit of a private jet. This jet is over the ocean, flying west, and it is south of Australia, so the entire horizon there is water, the ocean, and you'll see it's very definitely curved. It is curved above the center of frame and below the center of frame, so the camera is not causing the curve, and flat earthers like to then parrot from other flat earthers that it's the cockpit window. So this very same pilot, Wolfie 6020, he went in a hangar where he found a straight beam and a curved beam, and he viewed them through the cockpit window. The straight beam remained straight, and the curved beam remained curved. So it's definitely not the window or the cockpit windscreen that is causing the curve. So there you go. Here's one from 1935 with a anastigmatic lens, even better than a rectilinear lens. And so there's several examples of that on my website there. Now, if the Earth is a sphere, it must curve away from us. And that's often like referred to as front to back curvature. And you can see that at the Bonneville Salt Flats. It's called flat. It's not actually flat. This photo shows that it is curved. Now, if the Earth is a sphere, then the horizon must drop from the apparent level, which is sometimes called eye level. I have tested this myself as well. When I was flying from from Anchorage, Alaska to Minneapolis, I took this measurement. You can see here, eye level is the horizontal line in the middle there, and the moon is 100% below eye level, which would be weird because now the moon has to be less than 35,000 feet in elevation, and that would be quite ridiculous. Further, the horizon is significantly below that section. But now I have recently, back in December, I flew from Miami to Santiago. I measured the horizon dip to be 3.4 degrees, and we were nearly 40,000 feet in elevation, and that matches the globe exactly. The geometry does not match flat Earth anything at all whatsoever. There's no optics, geometry, or physics to explain how that could happen on flat Earth. And now then, if the Earth is a sphere, then large triangles must have more than 180 degrees. And these are called spherical triangles. It's a well-known part of spherical trigonometry, something that is covered in late high school if you have an advanced math class, or it's covered in early college, typically your freshman year of college math. You might cover this. And on the surface of a sphere, large triangles some to more than 180 degrees. In fact, if each of the legs is 1/4 of the length of the circumference of the sphere, then each of the angles is 90 degrees. And I tested this particular one by using real flight charts, putting together real flight paths on the real flight charts, and then taping together the paper charts used to do it. And it created a spherical section. I had to mount it on this PVC frame in my kitchen in order to have that entire flight route taped together. Of course, if the Earth were flat, then it would sit flat on the floor, and you would not be able to sum to 90 degrees per corner. So anyway, there we go, Clark Payne. Very glad to be able to get this $15,000 from you. Or will you add yourself to the list of fake challenges? It's up to you. I will be in Florida next week. I don't know where you live, but I'll be in Florida next week giving a presentation at a computer security conference about Flat Earth Dave's complete lack of security in his Flat Earth app. So maybe we could meet there if that's convenient for you. Otherwise, I live in Minnesota. We could arrange for a place for you to meet to hand me that cash in person. You can send me an email, mctoon@mctoon.net. If you wish, you could just send it by Bitcoin or mail me a check. But Bitcoin would be preferred. It's nice and easy for everybody. Anyway, Clark, I look forward to receiving your $15,000, and everybody else, be sure to hit like and subscribe so you can see the result of this incredible offer from Clark Payne, who definitely is going to be a truther and not a liar.